Our partnership with soil has been fairly vibrant. 10 plus years that I have been here, I have really loved the way soil approaches learning. I think its ability to bring in students and blend industry expertise, industry asks with CHROs, with CXOs, I think is almost unique. I haven't seen any other educational institute blend it so well. I think Anil Sachdev over years has personally anchored this agenda, and Max as a company, Max as a group, has been very deeply involved over years. So when it comes to mentoring students, when it comes to offering internships, when it comes to hiring wherever possible, we have always done that, and we have found that the students have a well-rounded, holistic approach. It is not just about academic excellence, but it's about good corporate citizens that I think Soil attempts to create, and I really love that about Soil. Today's industry trends are more skewed towards hiring folks who can hit the ground running, folks who can be agile, can change gears, because the environment is very dynamic. There is a flood of information. There is a flood of technology, new technology that continues to come in, and so the industry expectation is that folks who come in, they are not just sharp and have the subject knowledge, but their ability to continually learn, continuously change, modify their approach, ability to take feedback and assimilate and respond back, I think is a clear industry ask. And I think it comes with practicing, it comes with doing more field activities, it comes with the educational curriculum harping on it. I have seen Soil do some of that, and I think that's very welcome. Technology, amongst other trends, is something that's very, very dominant today, and the bar, the threshold on technology continues to go up. So that is something that the industry is asking for. This is function agnostic, sector agnostic. So that's another very dominant trend, very visible in the industry today. In these last 15 years, Soil has built a brand for itself. I think its unique way of imparting education and preparing students has been on an upward trend year after year. Having said that, the fact remains that this world is extremely competitive, and the kind of uniqueness that Soil is aspiring to achieve will require continuing to do more work on this front. Personally, I feel as the brand gets bigger, deeper, richer, the ability to attract students who are academically excellent, brilliant, I think will be helpful, because it will sort of ensure that the intake is improving year after year. This is an advantage of building a strong brand. And then of course when Soil attempts at blending that with the other aspects of the curriculum and elements which provide a holistic exposure and development, I think it will be a very nice model to work with. So I look back at this 15 years of partnership with satisfaction, fulfillment and gratitude to Soil. A professional's journey is incomplete, and again function agnostic, whether it is finance, HR, sales, it doesn't matter. But there is an element of leadership in all of us. The ecosystem around us plays a role in developing and bringing out that leadership element. It could be the educational institute, it could be parents, it could be gurus, it could be your manager and supervisor in the organization. But that leadership that element of leadership must be honed, must be developed, must be chiseled, must be challenged all the time. I think without that, one doesn't realize one's full potential. Leadership is really about not just doing things yourself, but making things happen, making others do it for you, inspiring others. And some of those elements I think I've seen Soil focus on. I think that's a perennial trend, that's a perpetual ask, and that's something which is fairly aspirational for times to come as well. So I am a big believer in every institution focusing on developing leadership, educational institutes as well as corporates. They should focus on developing leaders. Leaders have the ability to then change gears. They can move from situation A to B to C and can manage and cope with change much better than those who are not. And it's not that leaders are born. I mean, those could be a very small number. By and large, leaders are all made here, and we all have a role in really developing leaders. We talked about leadership. I think that's a very dominant, prominent, important theme. There's one more that I would want to add, which is about the fact that in times to come, I personally believe that the only true differentiator for professionals, for that matter, any human being, or for corporates, will be the ability to learn. The ability to learn will be the prime differentiator in times to come. So I would actually look to institutions to create a DNA of learning. And this comes from practicing. This comes from emphasizing the fact that nothing is cast in stone, nothing is permanent, everything evolves and everything changes. And the more curiosity we create in students and ourselves as well in professionals to learn, this is again age agnostic and a whole lot of other diverse elements that we apply, gender, location, geography, all of those really don't matter. But what really matters is how do you continue to shed what is not relevant and obsolete, and how do you continue to acquire what's needed for future. And this process is a process of self-renewal, and this must continue all the time for educational institutions, corporates, and of course individuals, students, professionals, everyone. I think that's something that's very important, and everyone must keep pondering, thinking, and doing more about it.